Welcome back to another episode of the Inquisitive Mamba podcast. This is episode 99. I know. Can you believe that?
No, it seems like we were just on like 50.
Yep. And now we're on episode 99. Max,
Wow.
It's a pleasure to have you back on. You were off for a week, but now you're back. So it's great to see you in person. How have you been? How's your week? How's everything going with you?
Fantastic, Joe. It's been a while.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm glad we're back.
Last episode, we had tailgating with Rod on. He was fun.
Yeah.
Cool guy.
Yeah,
Diehard Chiefs fan.
Yeah.
Super entertaining.
Yeah, I can't love him for that, but that's
Big
okay.
food guy.
Yeah.
Huge food guy. He
Yeah,
called.
yeah.
He was in Houston last Friday.
I saw his cocktails that he was making too.
Yeah. He's a Fort Myers guy. He comes and visits.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's a cool guy. You'll have to meet him when he comes down.
I'd love to.
Alrighty, well, I'm ready to get into the show. Are you?
I'm ready. I don't even know what we're talking about, Joe. I'm
See
excited.
my shirt?
Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
I know you're a big fan. Your story was full of Taylor Swift last night.
Do you like my bracelets?
Yeah. Is that a Taylor Swift thing?
It is. That's a friendship bracelet thing.
Really?
So yeah, so other Swifties will exchange friendship bracelets with other Swifties to like kind of start that connection. That's kind of how.
It's like a thing for children.
No, not Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. That's how.
Right.
That's how they started. Travis Kelce tried to give her the friendship bracelet, and supposedly it didn't work out, and he got rejected. And yeah,
Right.
so that's kind of how it started.
Right.
So do you like them though?
I love them, Joe. I think all men should wear beads.
I think they should.
Yeah,
You
especially friends with Taylor Swift's name on them.
Well, it's the song names.
Oh.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Not her name,
Right.
obviously.
Yeah.
But you didn't say anything really about the shirt, the design, the detail, the side.
I love it. It's
Yeah?
a great shirt. Is it all the albums?
It is the album names, yeah.
Really?
I can't turn
And
around
don't
the back.
what's on the front? Those are the album covers, aren't they?
No,
No.
no, not all of them.
Right.
No,
I didn't think so.
No, this
No.
is the Eras Tour like T-shirt though. So
Are you going to the Eras tour?
I'm working on it. Miami is in October. She's going to have 3 shows in Miami at Hard Rock where the Dolphins play. So I'm trying to see if I can get tickets. Even though they're sold out, resellers still sell tickets, but the tickets are like super
They're already
expensive.
sold out.
Yeah, and
All 3 shows.
Yep.
Wow.
Every single show right now is sold out. She's performing in Singapore, will be tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. for us since we're Eastern time, and sold out as well. All 6 shows in Singapore are sold out.
That's outrageous.
Yeah, it's insane. And the tickets are just like...
She's like bigger than life. It's actually crazy.
It's insane.
She's like literally.
Have you seen the
dough.
Taylor Swift 2024 flags? Like Taylor Swift for president, Taylor Swift flags 2024? Yeah. I
no,
know.
she-
Insane, right?
Yeah, maybe she should be president.
No, I don't. That would be insane. Would not be? Taylor Swift's president?
I don't think she'd be very good.
I don't know.
I think she should stick to music.
I think so. I'm fine with it.
Not that there's much competition in the political like
Right.
sphere, but
Yeah.
like I don't think she's like the forerunner in my eyes. Maybe
Yeah.
Kanye West.
No. Anyways, we'll talk a little bit briefly about this. Last night I went to a Taylor Swift social event at Backyard Social. You been to Backyard Social?
I have been to Backyard Social. It's a hopping new place downtown Fort Myers, or not in downtown, but in Fort Myers.
In Fort Myers, yeah. Well, yeah, it is in Fort Myers. Actually, I was there last night and I was talking to somebody there, and they said that it's the 9th most popular like bar, restaurant, club in Florida right now.
In all of Florida.
Yeah.
That's impossible.
No, it's not.
Bigger than Space.
Well, Space has got to be like top 3, 4. Dude, they already have 15,000 followers on Instagram. They've been open for like 3-4 months.
It's true. I mean, they're definitely hot.
No, they're growing like
They're
crazy.
on for sure.
It's like the hottest thing in Southwest Florida right
Yeah,
now.
they have good food. The food trucks are awesome. That's fun. They have
haven't tried the food yet.
revolving food trucks.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah,
I thought that was such a great marketing idea to have the food trucks like kind of around the whole built like area.
Yeah, they don't have to worry about the food. If somebody's bad at making food, they kick them out and pick the next food truck guy.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a good gig they got going on.
The little bowling alley thing too is kind of cool.
A lot of fun.
They got the darts on the side.
Yep.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a great spot. I mean, if you don't mind being in a massive crowd most of the time.
Well, so Thursday nights it's not that busy, but Fridays and Saturdays is when it's slammed.
Mm-hmm.
That's when like it's like popping. And you know what's even cool? They have the cornhole outside, and they have the like outside area with the grass, and they have another truck there with like alcohol and liquor there too. So it's kind of cool.
Right. Yeah.
It was a really cool idea to bring that to Southwest Florida because we don't have that anything. We've never had anything like that here.
No.
You go to like Tampa and Miami and Lauderdale.
They opened one in Bonita as well. I don't know how well it's doing. It looked like it was busy.
A Backyard Social in Bonita?
It's not Backyard Social, but it is a food truck park. It's called Rooftop at Riverside.
Yes.
And that's got all food trucks
I've
there
heard about
too, and that looks really cool as well.
Yes, I've heard that's kind of like a hot spot as well.
It is.
Have to
Yeah,
check that
downtown
one out.
Bonita Springs is the new up and coming.
It is.
Yeah.
Downtown Thriving?
Yeah, downtown
Shout
thriving.
out to them.
Yep.
So, anyways, yeah, no. Last night was fun though. Like I said, I met a lot of cool Swifties, but it wasn't that packed, and I was kind of surprised. But then again, I could also see why it wasn't that packed because it was a Thursday night, and people are got to work and stuff. But I mean, I thought if they would have done that on a Friday, like tonight, Friday night, would have been like slammed.
Well, they don't have to do events on Friday nights. They can already get people in the doors.
That
you
is
do
true.
events on nights you can't get people in the doors to get people in the doors.
True. But imagine if you did it on a Friday night.
I would have thought they would have done more with the Swiftie night though. I would have thought it would have been slammed.
I thought so. Well, yeah, that's true. But I mean, then again, it is also a Thursday night. Yeah. It's also Southwest Florida though too. It's not LA, New York, Miami, Texas, Dallas, Houston, and Austin, any of those like big spots, Chicago, Boston, any of those like bigger cities. But I mean, hey, for a turnout, it was a good amount of people there. The only thing I was kind of disappointed was most people weren't dancing on the dance floor. That was the
you're the ringleader of that. I heard you were in a dance battle.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, if you insert video of you dancing on the dance floor, Joe, you have like hundreds of clips of you dancing on the dance floor.
I don't have a ton. That's what's the thing. But
I have many of you dancing.
I know. That wasn't even supposed to happen last night. I was not even supposed to dance battle this lady. It was not planned.
Why would you plan a dance battle before? What, a rap battle?
No, because I did not expect to hit the floor because it was all Taylor Swift music and everyone was just kind of hanging out, talking, sitting at tables. And the next thing you know,
I'm surprised I haven't seen video of you.
No, I guess there was some. I saw one or two.
I feel like you would be front page news.
I didn't even know anyone took. I knew people took any, but I didn't know they were able to post
every time you start
media.
Dancing in the dance floor, there's 100 phones up.
I know, and that's the thing. And I walked up to the bartender, and I was like, this wasn't even supposed to happen. She's like, no, keep it going. This is awesome. And I was like,
yeah, people love it.
No, and I just...
You're a star, Joe.
No.
Yeah, you are.
No.
If you look at any video of me, all of our friends have of you dancing. You're a star.
All right, we'll break a little bit away from the event and the star talk. Did you get a chance to see Oppenheimer? I just finished it this week because I told you it came out on Peacock.
Yes, I saw it in theaters.
You saw it in theaters?
Yeah.
I think it's probably one of the best movies I've seen in a really long time.
It's gripping.
I mean, Cillian Murphy was just kick-ass the entire movie.
He's an absolute acting weapon.
I could probably talk about that movie for 24 hours.
It's good.
I
don't remember it. I haven't seen it in 6 months, I watched it when it came out. When did it come out? 6 months ago?
It came out in summertime. It came out in July in the theaters, and then it just came out
8 months ago.
Yeah.
So I don't remember all the details of it, but I remember being absolutely enthralled by it. And the visuals. I've been watching videos about the visual effects that they did. How they're all Christopher Nolan likes to do very practical effects rather than did CG, and he did some really really cool stuff.
Oh, he did. And the one thing I really liked about it was how many parts there were to the movie, beginning to middle to end, and they show what happens at the end of the movie in the beginning. I know Christopher Nolan, that's his style, but did you also know this about Christopher Nolan? I saw this on E! News. He doesn't let his actors
use cell phones,
sit cell phones while they're in film and production. That's insane.
He runs a tight ship.
But then you see the product.
When you're Christopher Nolan, you can do stuff like that.
Yeah.
When you're a big name, one of the big directors, people will put up with that.
I said to my mom, I was sitting there, I was like, Mom, Albert Einstein's still alive. I was just kidding, but it was cool to see Albert Einstein in the movie.
He was, yeah. I'm glad he came back for this role.
Me too.
Yeah.
The poofy hair.
I
loved it.
He's been gone for too long.
I know. Gone for too long?
Yeah, he's been gone for too long. I'm glad Albert's back on the scene.
Cillian Murphy got a big award for that movie.
I'm sure he did. It was a freaking amazing movie, and Christopher Nolan is a beast.
I wonder how long it took to make that movie. I wonder how long it took to do all the filming as well as Cillian Murphy's role. Just one by one, how much goes into that?
I mean, just the research alone must have taken years.
Oh my gosh. Matt Damon too was great in that movie as well.
It's crazy how many big name actors were in minor roles. Or not even starring roles. Like Robert Downey Jr.
He wasn't and he's a huge name.
Yeah, and he got absolutely 10 minutes of screen time.
Did you think that Robert Downey Jr. was behind all of it when you were watching it?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You haven't seen it in a long time.
Yeah,
Robert Downey Jr. got roasted because he was part of the whole security clearance because Dr. Oppenheimer didn't get his security clearance approved, and then they made that whole fake document up. And then that's when he got roasted. But actually, another big name, well, he's not huge, but he's still pretty big. Rami Malek was in that movie as well.
Yep.
He was the guy who basically sold out Downey Jr.
Yep.
I forget his name. The Downey Jr.'s actor or name in the movie, but no, man, that was a great movie.
I loved it.
I feel like it's that type of movie where you watch it once and then you watch it back a second time and you see what you kind of miss, because you're always going to miss something. I mean, even if you like look away for a second, but they're just so detail oriented and like everything about the movie.
Yeah, I mean, Christopher Nolan is a literal master.
I would say in the last 10 years, it's definitely top 5 for sure. Movies.
Really?
Yeah, that and Top Gun were probably right there for me. 1 and 2.
That's a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you name like any like movies that come to mind? You think you're like?
I mean, Top Gun Maverick was amazing.
Yeah.
In the last 10 years, I mean, you must have had Infinity War, like all the big Marvel movies.
Yeah. No, you have, but I think Oppenheimer definitely rivals any one of those movies. I think you could put it, I mean, just from start to end. Just because you get to see how interesting it is, like you said, the historical aspect of it as well, about the bomb and the Manhattan Project. Like it was really good.
Right.
Everything about them. I don't think there was really a bad scene.
No.
I mean, it took you, last thing I'll say this is it took you through the movie itself and then also Cillian Murphy's, Dr. Oppenheimer's like life on the side and life as a doctor.
Yeah.
So, and they also even tied in like the political part of it, like the Communist Party.
Yeah,
Man,
He was
everything.
Not a political ally to the United States, but he was definitely not. I guess he did I don't know if he did the right thing, but
do you remember the apple? Do you remember the apple scene in the beginning of the movie when he's in school? I don't remember what school he was in at the time, but he didn't like his professor, and he put the certain chemical in the apple.
Yep.
And then I was like sitting there watching it. I was like, what's going to happen? Like, it keeps you on the edge of your seat, and then it just flies into the movie. Mm-hmm. So the effects with Christopher Nolan, though, with the whole thing, how he did on the screen, when we're just thinking of what's going on in his brain and stuff.
He's a weapon.
Whew. All right, I'm done talking about the movie.
Okay.
It's so good.
It is good.
It's so good. Sports, just a little bit. March Madness is coming up.
I know.
Can you believe it?
I cannot believe it, Joe.
I can't believe today's already March 1st.
When is the first game? When are the first games?
Well, first they still have to have the conference tournaments for this couple weeks. I think usually March Madness starts around like March like 17th through the 19th. Like they have that first 4 type deal.
Gotcha.
The plumber teams basically. Right. And then always if a Cinderella team comes out of that, you know. I'm excited. I really have not followed much college basketball this year.
No, I have not watched a single game.
I've watched a little bit, but the Gators are actually doing pretty good. They're ranked 24. They're probably going to make the tournament. Depends on how they do in the SEC tournament. But it'll be fun and interesting to see how it all goes. I mean, because there's always going to be crazy upsets. But even you get the conference tournaments, which are fun to watch too. So I'm excited. Yep. I just can't believe it's already March.
No.
But I have not watched much college basketball. Football was on all the way up until 2 weeks ago. You know, NBA,
I've not watched basketball in general.
What's a little bit of NBA?
Really?
Yeah. I mean, now that the football's done, I've kind of got a little bit more into basketball. I mean, what else is there to watch? You got a little bit of hockey too. Yep. Lakers and LeBron came back against the Clippers down like 21 in the fourth on, was it Wednesday night?
Is he the GOAT?
I mean, if he continues at this pace, at 39 years old, what's slowing him down? Insane. He doesn't look like he's going to slow down.
Why would he?
At this point, I think at this point, LeBron's going to go out on his own. He's not going to. He hasn't slowed down. He either stays with the Lakers and he signs that huge contract extension. They're not going to win anything unless they can get him some more talent. He's 39, or he leaves. And the whole Bronny thing, it's actually kind of funny because Bronny's probably not going to go to the draft this year, and maybe not even next year. Have you seen the whole thing about how LeBron is kind of
wants to play with Bronny?
Yeah, but he defended Bronny being like, let the kid live, basically.
Yeah, so, I mean, I would too. It's really hard shoes to fill. Like the best. He's also only 6'3", which is tough. Well,
here it is. Quote, he said, "Can y'all please just let the kid be a kid and enjoy college basketball?" So he's just basically saying like, let Bronny do Bronny. But LeBron has also like crowned him so many times. People were saying that, but it's also his son, so of course he's going to show his son love. Yeah. So I don't understand why people. I mean, of course it's LeBron. He's going to show his son love.
I would love to see Bronny and LeBron James play together.
Will we even see LeBron and Bronny play together though?
Dude, I don't know.
Because Bronny, I mean, but this is so hard because you're trying to fill into your dad's shoes, and you also had the heart thing as well. But how is he ever going to live up to his dad? Like you had Michael Jordan.
I just don't see how he is going to like live up to anything because he's making $1 million. Millions of dollars on social media with ad deals without having to actually enter into basketball.
Well, we had this you and I had this conversation before.
He's got nothing to prove. He's got all the money.
Yeah, he doesn't.
He has nothing to play for.
If it doesn't work out, he's got nothing to worry about.
Yeah. Why would you want it if you don't need it?
Right? I mean, at this point, it doesn't matter that much.
Yeah.
So, no NFL games to talk about, but some NFL news. The NFL execs, and they came out and then it said that they're not going to be banning the tush push.
Good.
They're going to keep it around, even though Jalen Hurts scored 11 touchdowns from rushing last year from the tush push. But
Good.
I don't even know why you would ban it. It's legal.
We've talked about it every week.
Yeah,
it's
we've
the
talked
only
about
thing
this
you can do.
so much. I don't know why they would ban it. I don't think there's a reason to ban it.
I'm glad they won't.
But they won't ban it for this upcoming season. But
we'll see how it goes without Jason Kelsey. If he retires.
If he retires, he hasn't confirmed if he's retiring or not.
I hope he doesn't.
I don't know.
I think he's going to, though.
I think so too. I think it's
really in the cards.
I think so too. Especially after this past season, and then he had his kind of like tour with Travis when the Chiefs won it all.
Yep.
The Bills Mafia game, the Super Bowl. After the Super Bowl, did you see the videos of Jason Kelsey dancing? Like,
yep. Kelsey he's fun.
He's a robot.
He is a robot.
Just that he had the Mexican wrestling mask on.
The luchador mask.
The luchador mask, yeah.
Yep.
I think you should get one of those.
Should I?
And
I'll wear it out tonight.
No.
To Joe's Crab Shack. Why not?
Do you have one?
No, but I could get one.
Where? The store? They have them
Party
like
City?
That? They're easy to get like that?
I'm sure they're on every street corner.
I think that might be an issue if you wore that.
I don't think so.
I think so. If you like just a rolled up shirt, or maybe like a cut off tank
to the bar,
luchador mask, you might get not let in. This is a Nacho Libre.
Joe, they'll let me in.
A ski mask, basically?
Yeah, a ski mask.
No.
But it's culturally insensitive if they don't let me in.
Oh, geez. No, come on. All right, this is a good one here. Should college sports, basketball in particular, ban court storming?
No. Well, first of all, how could you?
Well, you definitely can.
How?
You just don't allow it.
How do you stop 50,000 people from running into the stand, out of the stand?
I don't know, but I don't know if you saw what happened with Duke star player Kyle Filipowski. He got hurt from when Wake Forest stormed the court. When their fans stormed the court against Duke, and he got hurt. And the coaches.
Well, you saw Caitlin Clark got hit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, she kind of stepped into that.
But still, my point is,
she did that on purpose.
They could definitely ban it. Like coaches are saying, like lawsuits, like people could definitely get hurt, like sued.
If they could ban it, I would say they probably should, and I'm surprised that it's not banned. But I don't know how you could ban it.
I mean,
how do you stop it? There's not enough security to stop 20,000 people from rushing down.
You can't put a fence. You can't put any type of like barriers.
No.
I don't know.
I don't think they can do it.
I don't know, but they want to. I know they do. Especially if enough coaches and enough coaches basically like vote on it, they'll do what they can. But then again, to your point, how are you going to ban it?
The only thing I could think is if you punish the team, like dock them. I don't know. If you fine the school, like maybe you'll stop the players because they don't want to hurt their own school, or stop the people from rushing the court. Mm-hmm. If you fine the school for people rushing the court, maybe do that.
Bill Self, word for word, let's get rid of it totally. Self told ESPN, I don't see the positive impact from a visual standpoint. So I mean, coaches are totally for them banning it.
I just don't think
they don't want
possible.
their players to get hurt. I don't blame them.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of funny you say that, but in college football, they've lessened it now. But it's not banned. But fans are not doing it as much because I think they know the repercussions. I don't know. It's
also a 6-foot drop
topic.
to the
that is true.
To the grass
crazy.
on college football.
Yeah.
So that's not easy to do.
Fans will be so mad if they ban that.
Basketball
They're saying that's going to take away from the aspect of the sport. Well, yeah, but you numbnuts are running onto the court, hitting players that come on now, you know?
Yeah.
That's just a bunch of crazy people, college kids.
Yep.
Mainly. I mean, most adults don't go to college basketball games like that. And if they do, they're probably sitting up higher in the stands, if anything. So, anyways, ready to talk a little Taylor Swift pop culture?
More Taylor Swift.
Well, I didn't even get into like the actual part what I really wanted to talk about.
Let's hear it.
All right, let's do it. So tomorrow morning, she's in Singapore now, but her tour starts in Singapore, and the big.
How many tours is she on?
So she's on the Eras tour right now, but her Singapore leg starts. Like how
long has this tour been going? And is this the first leg? How many legs are there?
This is like the umpteenth amount. So
how many times? How long has she been on the Eras tour?
She's started last October.
And she's just traveling the world for 2 years?
Well, she had that little break, remember? She had that little time off when football season was going on.
Right.
So that was when, but yeah, no, this is like her huge tour. This is the Eras tour. So anyway, Singapore starts tonight, starts tonight. But the real question is will Travis Kelce be in Singapore? That's what the Swifties and people are trying to figure out.
Well, he's in Australia, isn't he?
He was, but
did he come back?
So he left Australia and he had to fly back to Vegas because the Chiefs had like an after party.
Does he fly commercial or does he take Taylor's jet?
Taylor's jet.
Is he taking Taylor's jet back?
Yeah.
She's giving it to him?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
So anyways, but the question remains is will Travis Kelce be in Singapore? What do you think? So she's got 6 shows in Singapore. Is he going to be there? Because right now he doesn't have anything going on.
6 shows in Singapore?
Yes, 6 shows in Singapore.
How's that possible?
She's a robot.
She's insane.
And Taylor Swift sings for like 3.5 hours. Like the show is a 3.5 hour show. It's a whole thing.
That's insane.
Yeah, that's why people are like,
who wants to listen to music for 4 hours?
Well, it's a performance too.
That's crazy.
Well, she sings and then she gets on the guitar and she does the piano stuff, and she also Sabrina Carpenter's also touring with her as well. It's like a whole thing.
Really?
It's a huge deal.
I bet.
Like for people that go, like you spend a lot of money, but you're getting a lot for what you're paying for.
Right. It might be cheaper to go to Singapore and get a ticket than to go to Miami.
It might be, but they're sold out. So good luck. You won't even be able to get a ticket.
That is crazy.
So after Singapore, she goes to France. She's going to have her whole Europe leg as well. So, and then after she finishes overseas in Europe and Asia, she'll come to the States for a few shows.
Because didn't she already do Tampa?
She did Tampa already. She did Tampa. She did Miami. She did LA.
She's coming back to Miami again.
Yes. So it's a short little like end off of the tour. But also in the meantime, she has another album coming out in April 19th, Tortured Poets Department. So it's insane. I don't know how she does all this.
I mean, she's
never answered my question.
She's a free money printing machine.
You never answered my question. Will Travis Kelce join Taylor Swift on the Eras tour in Singapore?
Yes, if for one show.
You think why just one?
Yeah, just one. Because why is he going to go to 6 shows? He's seen the show 100 times already.
Well, because then he gets to spend time with her. Because he actually had, if it wasn't for the Chiefs thing, he would have been able to stay with her in Australia. He only had he was there for like a day and a half basically.
Right.
So when do you think? Because it's not going to be tonight, obviously.
I hope they're
day 2, day 3.
Forever. Maybe.
You think so? Yeah. I'm thinking like day 2 or day 3. Last time he was at the Australia one, he was getting bracelets from a bunch of them and stuff. Then he was Swifties were throwing him bracelets. Has
he been on stage yet?
No, he is not.
I need to see that.
Oh my! The internet will explode.
Travis Kelce on stage, that would be front page news.
So Travis Kelce's like really like close friend is Ross Travis, and he's like part of the squad too.
Who's Ross Travis?
That's his best friend. He played for the Chiefs years ago, but he's like Travis Kelce's best friend. He would sit in the box like with Taylor Swift and some of her people while like Travis would play. So like they're like connected. But it was actually kind of funny when he was at the Australia show. Travis Kelce and Ross Travis, they got kind of like made fun of, not roasted or anything. Kind of, they were like the M&Ms, yellow and blue, because they both wore. Travis wore blue and Ross wore yellow, so they were like the two M&Ms. Everyone was kind of laughing about that.
That's funny.
So, but yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting if he will join Taylor Swift in Singapore. And they're trying to see, also Swifties are trying to see if Jason Kelce and Kylie will go. I don't think they would go. They have a family and kids back home, but
they'll probably go to a local one.
Well, there isn't it. There, well, yeah,
I mean, in America, they're not going to fly to Europe.
No, I don't think it make any sense. They're trying to see if they all will go like as a group, the Kelce's and the Swifts, like as a whole group or whatever. But Taylor Swift's dad actually is on tour with her, Scott Swift.
Really?
Your favorite, Scott Swift. He was actually in a little bit of a turmoil because did you see the paparazzi clip with him? So Taylor Swift and Scott Swift were walking, and he was like holding the umbrella for her, and I guess the paparazzi kind of got evasive, which they always do, and he kind of pushed the paparazzi camera.
No.
Yeah. What do you think about paparazzi?
I think everyone and anyone that is a paparazzi is an absolute loser.
You're not a. Mm-hmm.
They're losers.
Yeah.
I hate them. I think they're all stupid. They should die.
That's a bit much.
They shouldn't die, but they should stop doing that. But it's really lame. And
they
creepy.
Also have to, but okay, to a certain extent, yes.
It's no,
like personal
100%.
Space, though.
Yeah, to stalk celebrities for a job is weird. and creepy.
We're podcasting right now. We're talking about celebrities.
We're talking about them. We're not flying to their front doorstep.
That's true. Yeah.
Trying to sneak in their window to get pictures of them.
Right.
It's just like following them around, screaming questions at them. Like
No,
they're losers.
But
they're losers, and I hate them.
So, but you don't think it's an issue? Like, I mean, TV shows or pop.
I think they should be. I think they should be
about,
punished to the maximum extent. If that means Scott Frost punching you in the nose, Scott Frost of Nebraska punches you in the nose. I think you should. I think Scott Swift should be punching people in the nose if they're in his personal space. I think all of them should be probably, I don't know, burned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're this is really getting to you.
I hate paparazzi. I think it's the most demoralizing and the most pathetic job you could possibly have.
Yeah.
Especially the guys who stalk the TikTok stars. That is the lamest crap in the world. The Hollywood Reporter.
I'm not name dropping, but
they're so losers, weird. Dude. Oh my God, I heard you guys broke up. They're like 14 years old on TikTok, and you're asking them questions. You are creep.
Yeah,
they're creeps. Yeah, I hope everyone in paparazzi just gets snapped away, disintegrates. Yes.
Well, you're gonna love this one. I sent you this as a text. Taylor Swift made Pop-Tarts for the Chiefs. Andy Reid came out and said, isn't it? Well, because back in December.
Do you think she made them or a chef made them?
We've had this conversation before. She does bake. Taylor Swift, she bakes those cool cookies.
Why would you bake?
Why not? She's Max, I've said this to you. She's just a normal person. Just even with all the fame and money and everything, she's just a normal person. She can still do normal things and bake cookies.
Doubtful.
She went to the zoo with Travis in Australia. That's a normal thing to do. It's not like it's
with 150 security guards.
You would too if you were that popular and people were like going crazy at you every second of the day. You would have security. You would have to.
Yeah.
But you still want to do normal things. So she made Pop-Tarts for the Chiefs. Andy Reid said, he's always been a huge fan of her because when he used to coach the Eagles, a lot of people, like this is the football part, a lot of people don't know this, but she was an Eagles fan when she was younger, and Andy Reid was the coach, so he's like had encounters with Scott Swift even when she was younger. But my question for you is, what's your favorite Pop-Tart flavor?
Cinnamon, sugar.
Me too.
Yeah, it's the best.
I used to love cinnamon flavor, but then when I started to like s'mores,
S'mores is really good too.
Really good.
Not strawberry.
Strawberry's the worst.
Yes.
I'll put up with it just to have it. But cinnamon and s'mores are the best. All right, what's better, cinnamon?
We got to wrap it up. I know. We got to go to Joe's.
I know.
We're going to lose our ride.
All right, we're almost done. What's better, cinnamon Pop-Tarts or s'mores?
S'mores. Okay,
last part.
Well, the recording's done in 40 seconds, so that's better be chop.
The NFL wants Taylor Swift at the Super Bowl halftime. I just saw a report about it. I don't know if it's 100% true. Do you think she won't do it, though?
Why would she, for free?
Well, one, she wouldn't. Well, no, they don't get paid, and she wouldn't do it. Why would she perform if the Chiefs are going to be in the Super Bowl again next year?
She's going to be a superstar. Yeah, she won't be able to watch the game, you're saying.
Right, yeah. But why would she even?
For free, she won't do it. Right. She's making $1 billion every
They've even approached her before.
She doesn't need any more publicity.
They've approached her, and she said no.
Yeah.
All right, how much time we got left?
None.
No, got
time to wrap it up. You got 30 seconds.
All right. That does it for us. Episode 99 of the Inquisitive Mamba podcast. Thanks again, Max, for coming on. Appreciate it. As always, guys, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube. Let's keep growing, and we will see you guys next week for episode 100.